Good morning, Aries. So this morning I am back after a long time. I'm a Houston-based intuitive and claircognizant reader, and my home got ruined in Hurricane Beryl. And we just kept thinking it was going to get fixed every 3 months, and that didn't happen. So I am currently in Dallas at this time. So Aries, let's get back on track and get your reading going. My name is Earth Angel 1111. Please subscribe to the channel to help the algorithm get us back on track, up and going again. And here's going to be this week's energy check-in for Aries. What does Aries need to know this week? What is most important for Aries to know this week? Put where you live in the comments. I'm in Texas. I'm originally from Toronto. I moved to Houston as a teenager, a new teenager. I've lived in a lot of places. Where do you live? Oh, right, Spirit. What does Aries need to know this week? Oh, and then for those of you that want to know decks, for Aries right now I'm using the Grand Lux. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread, and then we'll get some guidance. And since I'm back, I've got to figure out how we're going to work this whole situation out. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. Very good card. It's the card that's permeating the entire reading. So she's about growth. She's about standing in your power. She's about pregnancy, being a mother, starting businesses, growth, things like that. So let's see what is going on for you this week, Aries. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that you have the Ace of Cups in your energy. So a brand new love or something brand new. And you're having difficulties making a choice. You're at a crossroad. And so what the beautiful thing about this card is that when you're at a crossroads like this, it doesn't matter what you choose, it's going to be the right choice. You just have to make a decision. So it looks like a new love, brand new love decision. In the past, you have the Queen of Cups and you have the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is usually a mom. She's very intuitive. She leads with her heart and emotions and intuition in making all her decisions. On the negative side, she can be a little bit naive and overly forgiving, and possibly a little bit clingy and emotional on the negative side. The Knight, he's a very methodical, loyal, stable, and committed Knight. If you were going to be with somebody or start being with somebody, he would be amazing. On the negative side, a little bit boring, takes things, a little too slow, takes a little too long. He's the slowest moving knight. So could be some people you were dealing with in the past, or just some overall energies that you have worked on or worked through in the past. I'm leaning a little bit more towards you're slowly moving away from this Queen of Cups person. You're taking some very teeny tiny steps to move away from like a mother figure or a sister, or could possibly be a love interest. If you want to apply a gender. The cards were invented decades ago. I think these were around the time of Jesus. So they were before now. So just take them as energy and what they represent. So slowly moving away from somebody that embodied similar energy as the Queen of Cups. What your goal is to release some burdens or a burden, and just put them down. This is the 10 of Wands. So it's the highest in the numbered part of the cards. So it's completion. 10s are completion. So your goal is to let it go, So in the very near future, you have the World. And so the World is also a completion card, and it's closing things out and closing out cycles and finishing things up, which makes exact sense with everything we've been seeing thus far. And then it's clarified by the 7 of Cups, which is typically about options and having options. I get it a lot when I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to do. And then some people get it about daydreaming. The thing with this card is not every option is going to be amazing, and that you need to make a decision, because otherwise your options are going to run out. So this is another card about making decisions. And we already talked about the 2 of Wands, where we said that you're having trouble doing that. So you need to close out some of your options, make some decisions, and make them quickly, or the world and the universe is going to make them for you, and they'll just shut those options down, and you'll be left with what you're left with. Okay. Right now, you're in a space where you view yourself as somebody that has been overgiving, just giving and giving and giving. And it makes sense that you might have been walking away from somebody because you're in a situation where you've overgave and you're just perplexed and you don't know how to let it down. But what I'm here to tell you is if you're in a situation where it's not reciprocal, and you feel like your energy is just constantly getting drained, harvested, whatever, and it's not replenished or appreciated by those around you, then you do. Like, I can see exactly why you're in this state of making decisions and having a hard time. Your friends, family, and coworkers see you as in this state of regret and sadness. And so the thing about the 5 of Cups is, there's these 3 cups that are spilled, and you can see she's looking down. She's kind of focused on the negative aspects of that, but there's these 2 cups up here, and the advice of the card is always to focus on the positive aspects of what are going on, and that's going to raise your vibration and lift you up, and a lot of these decisions will become much easier. Okay, so that's how your friends, family, and coworkers feel about you. So your guidance, big surprise, is judgment. So judgment can be God stepping in and like blowing the horn and being like, it is time. it's time, wakey, wakey. You got to make this decision, or I'm going to make it for you, just like what this is. So close out the cycles, or I'm going to come in and make this decision for you. And when you have a major arcana card like this, like Judgment, it's a big deal. So I understand this is a very, very, very big decision that you have to make. And God is really kind of putting the light on it for you here. Like, this is your sign, right? And so ultimately, in the end, the outcome is the Eight of Cups. And usually I get the Eight of Cups when I get really overwhelmed and I'm just like, okay, that's it. I just gotta walk away. I gotta abandon this completely. It's too much. I gotta choose me, and I've gotta move forward to this light. All this crazy, it's too overwhelming, right? It's overwhelming. So I just gotta choose myself, make a decision. If it's wrong, I can change my mind again, right? We can do that. And so just walking towards the light. So to me, it looks like you're going to make that really, really good, important decision. And, abundance, new beginnings, growth, empowerment are permeating through the whole deck. So let's get some fun guidance on this. If this is a person, spirit that we're walking around away from, and just take these as they resonate for you. Like if it's a mom or a sister or a friend or, a father, a brother, just take the message how it resonates. If it's not a love, like romantic, just don't make the message romantic. Make it a friend or a parent or a code message or whatever. Don't make it about love. We can restructure it or whatever it applies in whatever gender it applies to. All right. Spirit, please give me 6 cards on what this person, the Aries, is making a decision about, wants to say to them. What do they want to say to Aries? What does the person or people want to say to Aries? Aries is walking. Okay, so bottom of the deck is I'm slowly making my way back to you. So if you are walking away from someone or a negative situation and towards the light, like I was talking about, towards the light to somebody else, this is the bottom of the deck, and this is what they want to say to you, or you're saying them. Just apply the energy, how it goes in your situation. And so what they're saying is, I can't listen to music. I didn't want to, but I had to give you up. You have greatly impacted my life. I daydream about you often, which is clarification of this card that already came up. My life isn't going how I imagined. and people look up to me, so I don't want to let them down. So if this is a romantic situation, it looks like this person could be married or in a connection at this time. And if you didn't know that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trigger, but it seems like they have this family and they just can't leave. It's just not so simple, or they feel that way, which why they drag you into it, right? So they don't want to let these people down, this family down, this situation. It's not going how they expected. They're constantly thinking of you to the point like they can't listen to any music at all or turn on the radio. But they had to give you up, and they want you to know that you are massively, massively impactful on their life. And if the Empress was who you were to this person, if you believe in twin flames, she's the feminine energy of the journey. Just if that resonates with you, take it. We all have both energies within us. So she's the female version of the twin flame, and she's the embodiment of all the queens in the deck. So she's a boss, right? She's a bad mamma jamma. So, choosing to give you up, not so easy. Okay, let's get some other. What would the person... What would Aries person, what else does this Aries person have to say to them? Please, Spirit, please share with me. What else would Aries person have to say to them? Oh, this is the Heart's Hidden Secrets Oracle deck. Okay, just in case y'all want to know that. And the other one was his situations. Yeah, his situations. If it's not a dude, don't make it a dude. I think I just mixed these up. We are not taking reversals, so they get reversed. We're not doing reversals. I don't shuffle to get reversals. Please show me, what does Aries person want to say? They have a lot to say. I'm just going to make these cards feel slippery, and like half the deck wants to come out. Please share with me. What does Aries person just say to Aries? Bottom of the deck. Beauty, grace, charming, and kind-hearted, which 100% is this. That's who she is. And bare minimum who she is. So that's the bottom of the deck. So that's what's permeating the entire deck. It's like another confirmation. These cards are just jumping jelly beans. I have so much to say. Okay, so first card out is finality. So farewells, leave behind, closure. Just like what we were saying, here's more confirmation, reiteration, craving, aching, wanting, like we said. Silence, frozen, no words, stone wall. So that's like the Two of Swords, very indecision, doesn't know what to do. Blocked, beginnings. We have try again, new direction, start over, which is what your outcome was, correct? And then we have foundation, established family, and security, which is like what they were saying about, you know, people look up to them and they don't want to let them down. It's another confirmation, just saying the same thing over again. And there's bitterness, anger, and resentment, right? And it's about not being with you. And y'all might have exchanged harmful and hurtful words. That energy hadn't come up until right now. So if that happened, so Aries, your person is in this place where they think it's over. I don't think they think you're coming back, but they're longing for you, and they're seeing that you guys are in this stalemate energy where there's nothing in, nothing out, no communication. And, you know, it's been a bitter thing, especially if it's fights, but the new, you know, starting over, a new beginning is seemingly also on their mind. And, you know, there's a confirmation. So one or both of you might have an established family already, and they're acknowledging that. And although that's the deal, they're longing for you, and they're just kind of holding back and keeping silent. I would say just seeing what you would do, right? Because the other thing they don't want to do is expose that they're angry and unhappy and make things worse so that you can't even start over again, right? Like, why make it messier? We already have a big mess, it looks like, and a lot of burdens and a lot of things to think about and decisions to make. And it looks like ultimately, whatever all this was for you, Aries, you are going to choose yourself. And because that's permeating the deck, choose yourself, and you're going to walk away. So one more card we will get for this week. So this one's called the Miracle Cards, and I love it. This is like, it's a very, when I'm working with it personally, this deck, the advice is so fast and so quick, and it's right. So, and I usually only need the first card. So we'll do one card for your energy for the week. So please share with me one card that Aries can carry with them this week for Aries. Serving God. So serving God is your advice, and the back of the card says, place every opportunity in the hands of God and pray that it is used for His purposes. So you literally got Gabriel blowing the horn for you. So God is in this. Just ask and reach out. And that is your advice this week, Aries. If you like the reading, please like, share, and subscribe to help get us going again. I do personal readings. Just check below how to get in contact with me, and I will be happy to assist you.